1,000 people on this dance floor tonight, and I've never felt so alone in the light. The music wraps around me like a friend, but loneliness knows how to comprehend. Electric loneliness, alive and glowing bright. Electric loneliness, dancing through the night, lit up from the inside, empty on the out. Electric loneliness, that's what I'm about. I smile at everyone and mean it too, but smiling wide is not the same as you. The loneliest I get is in a crowd, when the music's best and the bass is loud. Neon flashes through the smoke and haze like artificial stars and purple waves. Everybody moving skin to skin while something hollow echoes deep within. I lose myself inside the heavy beats, still feeling complete. Like every song is searching for a home inside a crowded room, alone, alone. Electric loneliness pulsing through my veins. Electric loneliness, beautiful and strange. Bodies all around, but no one breaking through. Electric loneliness, still missing you. The DJ drops another perfect track, and for a second I almost don't look back. I close my eyes and let the rhythm lead, like music might become the thing I need. But every build-up, every crashing sound only spins me round and round, 'cause even joy can carry shades of blue. When every thought returns to you, I watch reflections dancing on the floor, people wanting something more and more. Tiny universes passing by under laser lights and tired eyes. And maybe everybody here tonight is hiding from themselves inside the light, trying to outrun the silent parts inside their hearts. Electric loneliness, shining in the dark. Electric loneliness, like a glowing spark. We all dance together, still somehow apart. Electric loneliness, a crowded heart. Outside the club, the city's breathing slow, cold air replacing all the flashing glow. My ears still ringing from the endless sound, while silence finally settles down. I walk beneath the flickering streetlights, thinking about unfinished nights and how a room can feel both full and gone at the same time, all night long. Maybe loneliness is modern love, 1,000 signals never close enough. A sea of faces glowing from their screens, pretending they are more than what they seem. And maybe all this noise is just disguise for empty apartments and tired eyes, but still we dance beneath electric skies, trying to feel alive. Electric loneliness keeps me moving still. Electric loneliness, against my better will. If I stop dancing, I might feel the truth. Electric loneliness without you. 1,000 people on this dance floor tonight, and all of us are reaching for the light, searching for connection in the sound, hoping something real can still be found. So turn the music up and let it play, until the loneliness fades away. Electric loneliness, glowing through the night, trying to survive beneath the light. You moved in quiet quietly without a sound. No invitation, no warning, and no ground. Now you're somewhere between my blood and bone, the most inhabited I've ever felt alone. You're under my skin, there's no getting out. You're under my skin, that's what love's about. I try to wash you out, but you just soaking deeper under my skin. You're the midnight keeper, I see your face in every stranger's eye, hear you laugh in every passing sigh. You colonize the space between my thoughts, tied yourself in all my tightest knots. Stay under, I don't want the cure. This infection is the only thing I'm sure. Late at night when all the city's still, I feel your shadow moving through my will, like every nerve remembers what you are, a hidden pulse beneath another scar. And every song somehow becomes your name, no matter how the melody may change. You linger like a fever in the dark, a permanent mark. You're under my skin, like ink that won't fade out. You're under my skin, living in every doubt. I try to numb the ache, but you remain within. Under my skin, where all my wars begin. Sometimes I wonder who I was before your fingerprints were on my soul, before your voice could split my thoughts in two and make the whole world orbit around you. Now even silence sounds a bit like us, a quiet kind of dangerous, and every lonely second pulls me in, back underneath my skin. The mirror shows somebody half rewritten, a little more fragile, a little more hidden. 'Cause loving you rearranged every part of how I move and breathe and break apart. And though I know obsession leaves a stain, I still invite the flood, invite the rain. 'Cause empty felt much colder than this fire, burning with desire. You're under my skin, beneath the flesh and bone. You're under my skin, making my body home. No medicine can fix the shape you've settled in under my skin, where you've always been. So stay there in the spaces no one sees, inside the hidden chambers underneath, where all my secrets learned your favorite tune, and lonely nights still orbit around you. Maybe love was never meant to heal, maybe it's just something deep and real, a scar we carry proudly to the end, again and again. Stay under, don't disappear tonight. This fever makes everything feel right. If this is madness, I never want it gone. Under my skin, where you still belong. Under my skin, where you still belong. You moved in quietly without a sound. Now every part of me is your territory now. And though I know I should have let you go, you're stitched too deeply in my soul, under my skin, like a slow burning flame. Every heartbeat whispers your name. They built a path, but I kept cutting through the grass to get the shorter way to you. Now there's a line worn into the green, the most honest map that I have ever seen. Desire lines made by going where you need. Desire lines, not by rule but by the seed of wanting something real enough to wear. Desire lines, I'll meet you there. Urban planners learn to read desire, build the past where people's feet conspire. What wisdom in the following of one, instead of building what the rules say ought. Follow your desire line, it knows the way. Where feet, where paths, that's where you should stay. I think our hearts work just the same as roads, ignoring all the signs and heavy codes. We move toward whatever feels like home, even when we're told not to go. And every shortcut carved into the earth feels like proof of human worth. 1,000 people choosing with their feet the route that makes their lives complete. Desire lines worn softly through the ground. These are the lines without making a sound. The truest things are made repeatedly by quiet acts of honesty. I used to think the proper way was best, stay inside the lines like all the rest. But every important thing I've ever done started by breaking where I was told to run. Like loving you against my better sense, ignoring fear and consequence, crossing every carefully designed divide just because my soul pulled toward your side. And now there's evidence beneath the trees, a path created naturally, not planned, not forced, not engineered, just made because people cared. The world keeps trying to map us into squares, straight clean roads leading somewhere, but humans curve toward what they truly need, leaving marks where longing leads. Desire lines more honest than design. Desire lines made one step at a time. Every worn path means somebody chose what mattered more than what they know. Sometimes I wonder if love itself is this, a path created by repeated risk. Two people walking toward each other long enough to turn instinct into song, because no architect could draw the shape of every choice our hearts will make. No blueprint predicts where hope runs deep or what kind of ache we choose to keep. And maybe freedom isn't chaos wild, maybe it's something soft and childlike, trusting where your spirit naturally bends instead of forcing where it ends. I remember meeting you after dark, crossing fields through the park, ignoring sidewalks lit and clean to follow the path between the grass. Bent low beneath our shoes like others made the same choice too. People searching for connection fast, leaving tiny signs they pass. Desire lines built by lonely hearts. Desire lines, tiny works of art. The earth remembers every step we take toward the things that make us wake. There's beauty in collective wanting, two strangers unknowingly passing through, creating pathways side by side, by simply trusting what feels right. No speeches, no permission, intuition slips. No authority, no fingertips, just instinct slowly shaping land until the planners understand. And maybe healing works that way, not sudden but through every day. Tiny choices leading back toward the self we almost lack. Follow your desire. Desire line, even when it bends. Straight roads aren't always true, sometimes longing comprehends. I spent years trying to walk correctly, hiding all the things affecting me, pretending my heart moved rationally while secretly craving deeply. But every hidden part eventually cuts through the grass, honestly, leaving signs impossible to fake. Of every road the soul will take. Now when I see those pass through green, I think about what longing means, how desire itself becomes a guide when we stop forcing what's inside. Desire lines lead me back to you. Desire lines made from something true, and if enough hearts choose the same way home, the world eventually lays stone. So maybe I don't fear wanting anymore, not after not understanding what it's for. The wornest paths are often worn that way because they lead somewhere worth staying. They built a path, but I kept cutting through the shortest road. Still led to you, and somewhere in the grass beneath our feet, love drew its own map. Quietly. All this love and nowhere for it to land, delivered to a heart that's contraband. Return to sender, insufficient address. The post office of love, relentless mess. Love at the wrong address shows up anyway. Love at the wrong address keeps coming every day. No one home and still the letters pile. Love at the wrong address still worthwhile. Even unreceived love changes the one who sends it into something more than done. Wrong address doesn't mean the love is wrong, just early or just looking for its song. Love finds its address eventually. Wrong house now doesn't mean it won't be. I wrote whole futures in my head for you, stamped them carefully and sent them through. But every hope came back with folded seams, marked undeliverable dreams. Still I kept mailing pieces of my heart, like maybe one day you'd restart. Open the door and finally read everything I carried silently. Love at the wrong address still waits by the door. Love at the wrong address still waits by the door. Love at the wrong address still asks for more. And even silence feels like a reply when hope refuses to fully die. I used to think rejection meant defeat, like love unfinished was incomplete. But now I think some feelings simply roam, searching patiently for home. Because love itself is never really waste. Even when it's poorly placed, it teaches your heart how deep it can go, how much of itself it can show. And maybe that's why I don't regret every message, every cigarette, every midnight paragraph unsent, every ounce of honest intent. You weren't wrong for me to love, just wrong for where my heart showed up, like rain arriving out a season late, or flowers blooming past their date. Love at the wrong address still carries something true. Love at the wrong address still changed me through and through. And even if you never open wide, I still became more alive. I wonder how many people walk around carrying love that never found the exact place it was meant to stay. So it lingers quietly every day, in songs they almost dedicate, in calls they stop before too late, in tiny acts nobody sees, like ghosts attached to memories. Some hearts arrive before their time, some after the ending line, some knock softly and disappear, some stay outside for years. Mine kept standing in your rain, holding flowers through the pain, believing eventually you'd hear the patience hidden there. Love at the wrong address can still be beautiful. Love at the wrong address can still make someone whole, because giving love changes you too, not only the one receiving you. I became softer because of this, more open to tenderness, more aware how fragile people are, walking around carrying scars. And though it hurt not being chosen back, the love in itself filled cracks in places I ignored too long, like my heart finally learned its song. Maybe every failed delivery still shapes who we are meant to be, teaching us where not to stay and where our souls belong someday. Love finds its address slowly over time. Not every wrong turn means the road's denied. I still draft messages to you, tiny updates, random truths, then stop halfway and let them fade back into the drawer where unsent things stay. Not because I need you anymore, but because habit knocks old doors, and some part of me still speaks your name, like muscle memory after pain. But healing means accepting too that now I've been saving every stage I've ever stood, every spotlight, every moment that I could, waiting for the night when you walk in, to give you everything I've ever been. Every empty room I played before, every city, every closing door, was leading to the single night, the moment you stepped into the light. And suddenly the crowd disappeared, nothing else existed here, just your eyes beneath the glow, like the universe finally letting me know all the lights are yours, every single one. All the lights are yours, every song I've sung. Stand beneath this spotlight, let the whole world see. All the lights are yours, you're everything to me. All the lights are yours. Burning through the dark tonight, I'll dim the house and turn the stage to you. Every color in the rig, your hue. You walked into this world and claimed the sky. All the lights were always yours, that's why you move like music through the air. So wide, like monsters smile, a quiet truth beneath the sound. Somehow you're what I finally found. All the lights are yours, every single one. All the lights are yours, every song I've sung. Stand beneath this spotlight, let the whole world see. All the lights are yours, you're everything to me. Take the stage, it was built for you. Every light shining only true. And if the world goes dark someday, I'll still light your name this way, because loving you became the brightest thing inside my veins. All the lights are yours, every star above. All the lights are yours, because you are my love. I did not know that I was that strong until surviving you took quite this long. You were the hardest thing I've ever done, and I came out the other side. I won. Surviving you made me who I am. Surviving you was the hardest plan, but I'm still standing, and that has to count. Surviving you, the highest mountain mount. I don't thank you for the pain, I'm not there yet, but I do thank myself for not giving yet. Surviving is a form of being brave. doesn't always get the credit it gave. I survived and that's everything. I survived you, now watch me begin. There were nights I truly thought I'd break, disappear beneath the weight of every memory, every empty room, every silence filled with you. I carry grief like shattered glass inside my chest for months that passed. Still waking up with trembling hands, still trying hard to understand. Surviving you was learning how to breathe again. Surviving you without collapsing in the end. And nobody saw the wars I fought alone, just to make this body feel like home. People celebrate dramatic victories, gold medals, lights, and histories, but no one claps for getting out of bed. When heartbreak lives inside your head, no audience for surviving nights where staying alive became the fight. No trophy for resisting calls or not replying alcohol, but I know what it took for me to claw my way back gradually, to rebuild routines from the dust, to trust my own heart again enough. And maybe that's real strength after all, not never break and never fall, but waking up each day despite the ache and choosing not to disappear from pain.